Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an exciting one. We're going to be doing 2 looks, 1 palette using the gorgeous Haunted Pumpkin palette from Gimme Cosmetics. She's beautiful. I raved about this in my first impressions, which I'll have up there or down below there. Gorgeous pumpkin, spooky kind of scenery on the front of the palette. I love it. And then the inside is like a weird colour story, but still autumn and still a little bit spooky, and I love the names and everything like that, and it's a gorgeous Give Me Glow formula as always. But in this video we're going to be playing with a little bit more. I've already done the first impressions look. We're going to be doing 2 more looks to see what else we can do with this palette, and I'm very excited. This is the first look and I'm so happy with how this turned out. I cannot wait for the second look. I've already got it planned out. It's going to be 2 very different vibes for the 2 looks. This one's going to be kind of like dark and mysterious and very grungy, and then the other one's also going to be grungy but a little bit brighter, bit more colour to it as well, which is going to be fun. Just before we get into the actual tutorial, my Instagram is linked down below. I post all the up close eye pictures, full face pictures of all my looks, and some more spooky content on my stories at the minute as well. And my TikTok is linked down below where you can go give that a follow for some more extra content. So let's not ramble on anymore. Let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so let's get into the Haunted Pumpkin again, and we're going to be doing our first look. I want to do like a brown smoky eye, cool town brown smoky eye with a red shimmery liner. That's what I'm feeling. Nice winged liner with this guy. This, I might use a bit of this as well, just kind of warm it up a little bit, but I will see and act as like another transition shade. But I don't know, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. My skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on, which will all be listed down below, and my cheeks are done except for my face highlight, which I'll go through towards the end once I finish this look. So we're going to start with our darker shade Do Not Carve, this one here, and I'm taking that, this is like a giant flat brush, like fluffy flat brush. It's a Harry Potter one. I got it in Primark, so just any big flat brush will do. A lot of my brushes aren't clean, so I have to use very random brushes for a lot of my looks right now. So we're just taking that and we're going to pack that all over the lid. I'm not too worried about right down next to my lash line, but I do want to make sure it's still even to a point, you know what I mean? I don't want to see any skin showing through. This is just going to go all over, up as far as where my eye starts to crease. Okay, I've already started doing my lower lash on the other eye because I was talking on the phone with my boyfriend. So I didn't want to just sit here and do nothing. So we're going to take the same shade, Do Not Carve, and this is a BB208 brush. And I'm going to pop that along my lower lash, really close to the lash, as close as you can get, and just connect on the outer corner. I'm going for quite a rounded look with this, a rounded effect. Okay, so now we're going to blend out the edge of this. We're going to take Moon Magic, which is this gorgeous, I don't even know how you would describe it, like a grey brown. Is that what you would say? I'm taking a Spectrum B07 brush for this as well. And we're just going to go slightly overlapping the brown and start blending that out. Bring it up as high as you want to. I like it up high enough, so I am just going to keep building and blending that all up. And we're just going the whole way around, so all the way, all around. Okay, so I've just cleaned off that brush that I used for the dark brown on the lid, kind of flatter one. Taking the same shade, Moon Magic, and we're just going to blend out the lower lash. As you can see, I did blend it up quite far. That's just the kind of shape I like on my eye. I like it to be heavy and dark and grungy. Okay, so it's quite a simple look, like it's just kind of the main shadows is going to be that's it. So now what I'm going to do is take my NYX Glitter Primer, if I can find it. There she is. Pop a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And I'm taking a BH Cosmetics number 11 brush from the Rose Gold set, just a little angle brush. Any little angle brush will do. And we're going to create a winged liner with the glitter primer, just so we have something for the red shimmer to stick to. So you won't really see it too much, it'll just kind of give a shinier texture to the area that you're applying it to. So I don't know if you can really see that. You'll just see kind of like a shine across it. It slightly removes some of the shadow that's underneath it, which is okay because we're going to cover it with the red anyway. Okay, so now with that on, we're going to take Pumpkin Possession. I love the name of that as well. This kind of shimmery coppery red, and I'm going to take just the same brush. I just wiped off a little bit of the glitter primer, but it's still a little bit tacky, so it will stick. And we're just going to follow along what we just drew on the eyes. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Again, I expect nothing less from Give Me Glow's shimmer formula. Their mattes are beautiful as well, but don't get me wrong, with the shimmers are just special. Okay, so that's pretty much eyes done. I mean, that's it. You just follow along the liner. You can also use the shimmer to kind of like smooth out the line if you found it hard with like a translucent product trying to create a liner. You can use that to kind of smooth it out, but I love how that looks so far. It's going to look more obviously when it's done, but just to finish off the eyes, I'm going to do my inner corner highlight. I'm going to use my face highlight, which is going to be the Unearthly Cosmetics Low Light highlighter single in, what is it? Spellbinding. It's the one that kind of has a red reflex to it. I may have already used this recently. I don't know. Possibly. But it's red. It's the only one that I have that has like that kind of red shift in it. So here we are. I'm going to pop that just on the inner corner. It's kind of like a pinky red. But it has like a orangey kind of tone as well too, and I just think it'd be fun. Little pop of shimmer. But I'm also going to use this on my cheeks as well, so I thought it would all match together. Okay, that is the look. I am going to jump off. I'm going to finish off the eyes, pop the rest of my cheeks on, and do a lip, probably like a dark red or I don't know, something like that. And I'll let you know what I use when I come back. Okay guys, so this is how I finish off the look. I am loving this look. It's so fun and so easy as well. Once like you know how to do a winged liner, it's easy because it's just a blend of colours and then a winged liner. That's really all. I added some glitter as well, so let me go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes, I popped a red liner on my waterline just to tie in with all the red tones going on the face. So I used my MAC chromographic pencil in basic red, which is just red. It kind of has that kind of orangey tone like the liner that I have on top. My mascara then is my Clinique High Impact mascara, and my lashes are the BH Cosmetics N105 lashes. So they're not super like long or big or anything like that because I didn't want to cover up the liner. I want the liner to be the focus of the look. And then for my glitters, I added, they kind of have like moons and stars and little like dots and things like that. They're so pretty. This is the Apocalyptic Beauty Blood Moon glitter. It's like black and red, so kind of fills the vibe of the look. For cheeks, I used my Made by Mitchell Blursh in Hollo there as my contour bronzer, whatever you want to call it. I'm getting through this, to be fair. I'm gonna have to buy a new one of these whenever I do my order for my blushes from my makeup wish list, which you will see or have seen, I'm not sure. I do want to get a couple more pinky shades in the Blursh, but I'll probably order a new one of these because I actually love this. For the blush, I went in with something that had a red undertone. I don't have a lot of red blush. I will have one coming soon, but I don't have one right now. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop in Ginger Pop. This is kind of like that red sunburny kind of shade, so just pop that on my cheeks for a little bit of colour. And then for highlight, as I said, I used my Spellbinding highlight from Unearthly Cosmetics just to tie in with the eyes as well. For lips, I used my MAC lip liner in Burgundy, just a dark burgundy red sort of shade. And then for lipstick, I used Avant Garnet, also from MAC. It's a matte red. And then I popped a gloss on, also from MAC, a very MAC heavy lip here. This is the lip gloss in the shade Optical Delusion, which is like a red sparkly, like a burgundy sparkly gloss, kind of has gold sparkles in it as well. Just any, like a clear gloss will do the job, so because I know this is limited edition, this was like a Christmas collection last year, I think. Yeah, just something glossy over top. So that is it. That's everything I used on my face to complete this look. I'm very happy with how this look turned out. I think it's so fun, so pretty, so grungy, and keeps with the spooky vibes. I like it. So that's our first look with the Haunted Pumpkin from Give Me Glow. So let's see what we do for look number 2. Okay, on to look number 2 using the Haunted Pumpkin palette. Very cute, cannot wait. Yes, I'm wearing Christmas pajamas, ignore that. These were clean and it's the first thing I grabbed, so there we go. My skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on, my cheeks are also done, which I'll go through towards the end, but everything else is listed down below. Anything I don't mention is listed down below. So for this look here, I just can't believe I've opened this palette and still not played with the pumpkin orange. So she's getting a focus today. So I want to use a little bit of Rotten, probably some of the browns and this shimmer and this shimmer right here. I'm very excited to get into this. We're kind of going to do like a two-toned two-tone crease, like blue, the more bluey tones and the orange tones on here, and maybe some glitter, some rhinestones. I don't know, we'll just see how it all goes. So we're going to start with the shade Rotten, the blue shade, and then we're going to deepen up with a bit of this and then maybe a bit of this, but definitely starting with this one. And I'm taking that on a Cash Beauty K07, which is like a pinched fluffy brush, and that is going to go on the outer corner and just halfway into the crease, just about that much, because we're going to do a lot of the orange on the inner part, and blue and orange do not mix well. So it's contrasting colours, they look great together but they don't mix well, so we're not going to blend too much in the middle. We're just going to kind of almost place them side by side so they look sort of blended. I'm just going to use that and start fluffing that out. Okay, so then I'm going to take a brush that I haven't actually technically shown on my channel yet. It's actually in a future video the first time I used it, but that's gone up after this. This is the Blend Bunny. These are the, I have the little brush set from Blend Bunny. This is the B2 brush, which is like not the smallest brush, but the next one up from that one. And we're going to take a little bit of Rotten again And we're going to do the same on the lower lash, just halfway across in as far as it is on the top of the eye and connecting on the outer corner. Okay, so next I'm going to take the shade Moon Magic to blend this guy, well, to deepen this guy up. And this is a B1 brush from Blend Bunny, so not the biggest fluffy brush, not the next size down, but the one after that one, I think. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and we're just going to pop that on the outer corner. Now this brown kind of has like a greeny coffee kind of color. I know that sounds really weird, but it does. That's what it reminds me of. So it should blend okay with the blue. The dark brown blended fine in my first impression, so we know that worked. I just want a little bit of this just to add an extra shade in. And again, that's just going to go about halfway across. But I still want it to look blue. I'm still going to add more blue to blend that out. Then I'm going to take a MAC 212 brush, which is like a square flat brush. And we're going to take some of Moon Magic again. And we're going to just deepen up our lower lash line again, just halfway across. Still want to see the blue, so I'm going to reblend with a little bit of blue in a minute. But connect that on the outer corner as well, connecting it to the brown on the top. So then going back in with the bigger fluffy brush that I used for the shade Rotten. And we're going to just fluff that around all of that brown just to keep the blue going. Just take a little bit on the tip of the brush and do the same on the lower lash. Okay, I'm going to hold off on the really, really dark brown because I don't know yet if I want to use it, because I do kind of like how this looks, but I may just deepen up the corners a tiny bit, but I do want to do all the other colours first. So next, my focus of the orange is going to be Follow My Shadow, which is the pumpkin orange, which I'm very happy about. And we're going to take a little bit of that on a B5 brush from Blend Bunny, which is the bigger fluffy brush. And we're just going to take a small bit of that, very pigmented, and we're going to start popping that on the inner crease. As I said, it's not going to blend with the blue, so don't go mad back and forward. We're going to place them very much next to each other and then hope for the best in between. It's going to kind of like tickle in between, tiny bit. Don't overblend, like that's more than enough. So now I'm going to again do the same as what we did with the blue and map out the lower lash. So I'm going to take the Follow My Shadow again, and this is a B3, yes, B3 from Blend Bunny. So slightly bigger of the, no it's not, yes, slightly bigger of the little pencil brushes from that set, and that's going to go on the inner part of the lower lash line. Again, just blend small with the blue so it doesn't go muddy. I mean, if you don't mind it going muddy, go for it. I don't mind it going muddy, so it doesn't bother me, so it's up to yourself. Ooh, she is bright. So now I'm going to take a B1 brush from Blend Bunny, which is like kind of like a pointed fluffy brush, and we're going to take Hail to the Pumpkin King, this burnt orange, and I just want to use that to deepen up the inner crease because the outer crease is dark, so I want to kind of match them. And we're going to take a little bit of that, which I don't think I've used this shade either. I don't know. So we're going to take that and we're going to just right in the socket run that in there to kind of smoke that inner part out. If you want to add more orange, go for it. You can kind of use the orange to blend that out then. And again with this one, blend carefully between the blue. Then I'm going to take that B3 brush again, what I used for the orange on the lower lash. Just take a little bit more of Hail to the Pumpkin King and just deepen up right against the lashes with that one as well. Oh, they're like so rich, like that orange is just so juicy and lovely. But I am going to deepen up the outer corner a little bit with Do Not Carve, which is that very dark brown here. And this is going to be on a B4 brush from Blend Bunny, using so many different brushes for this. You can very much just wipe off your brushes, but I'm just feel like using them all. So I'm going to just start tapping that. The outer corner, this will blend right into that lighter brown that we used. Just want to focus it in this corner. Again, I don't want to take over from the blue. I still want to see lots of blue, but just to deepen that up a little bit. Okay, so now for the fun part, onto some shimmers. We're going to use the glitter primer from NYX, and I'm going to just take that on a Lavender Luxe number 9 brush from Beauty Bay, not Beauty Bay, BH Cosmetics. Oh my god, so many B's. And we're going to take a little bit of that, pop that on the lid. You can do Lovely Cut Crease if you want to. I don't have time. I'm actually going to see the original Exorcist, the director's cut, in cinema tonight with my friend, because it's playing in cinema just before, I know this is going up way after, but just before the new Exorcist Believer comes out. So I'm very excited. It's my favourite horror movie of all time. So now we're going to take Urban Legend and we're going to pop that on the outer half of the lid. This is the most beautiful shade, probably in the whole palette, I would say so, of the shimmers anyway. and this is gonna go out here, kind of exactly where like the orange and blue meets. That's where it's gonna stop. Oh, it's like the most gorgeous grungy gold. I love it so much. And then for the inner half, we're gonna take Pumpkin Possession. This guy here, a gorgeous coppery red, and this is a V Cosmetics like flat brush. There's no name on it, just a flat brush, and that's gonna go on the inner part in here. This is kind of like a duochrome copper. I kind of only noticed it when I used it in my first look. It, like, especially now when I'm like kind of putting it on a bigger area, not just as a liner. It's kind of duochrome-y. It's kind of like orange to red, and I love it. And then once you've got that on, I'm taking a little bit more of Urban Legend and just wiggling that over the middle just to kind of blend, and then we'll go back in a bit more of what's it called? Pumpkin Possession. And just until you get a nice blend between them. Okay, it's like, this is the vibe I'm getting, and I don't know why. It's like a forest by a lake with a fire and pumpkins around it. That's what I'm kind of getting off this. That's the vibe I'm getting off this, and I'm in love so much. I just wanted to use so many colours out of this palette and really wanted it to be contrasting like this. So I am done now. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to finish off my eyes with some liner lashes and all that kind of jazz, and maybe some rhinestones or something along those. I'll probably have something fun in there to play with. And then pop my highlight on my cheeks, do a nice lip, and then when I come back I'll show you what I use on my face. Alrighty guys, so this is how I finish off the look. I went a bit rhinestone heavy. I went a bit mad as usual. I can't stop myself when I start with them, and I also bought new rhinestones, so I wanted to play with them a little bit, so I added a good few to my eyes. So let's go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes, I used my MAC Brush Black Brush Stroke 24-hour liner, just a pen liner. It's basically like the NYX one that I always use. I just grabbed this one first. This is the first one I grabbed out of my drawer, so I use that. Just do a nice little wing just to add a bit more definition to the eyes. For my waterline, I went in with two Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. One is in Smog, which is like a bronze shade. I popped that on the inner half of the lower lash, and the other one is Oozy or Yuzi, which is like a dark grey, and I popped that on the outer corner just to define the eye but still keep the cool and the warmth on the lower lash the same way it is on the top. My mascara then is my Clinique High Impact mascara, and my lashes are the Cash Beauty Charm lashes. Nothing too dramatic, just enough to peak above the liner, but I didn't want that, and I went mad with the rhinestones before I even did the lashes, so I knew I wanted a slightly smaller set of lashes. I say slightly, they're still quite dramatic. The rhinestones then, they're kind of like a mix between two. So the little circles that I have up here, like these kind of iridescent circles, are from Zoeva Beauty. They're the Tiny Treasures, I think is what it's called, set, and there's like different colours and different sizes in the little circles, so I picked out kind of the orangey ones to tie in with the orange on the inner corner, so pop those out there. And then the kind of diamond shaped or chevron, is that what you call it, chevron shaped, and then all these like little rhinestones. The little rhinestone I popped in the middle of the circle are from Shein, and I don't know which ones these are. I'll have it listed down below which ones these are. I think these might be the gold ones or pink ones, I'm not sure, but they kind of have like this bronzy sort of effect on them, and I just think they're beautiful. Onto cheeks then, I used my Cash Beauty bronzer stick in Shady Beach, this guy here, just to warm up my face a little bit. And then I used my Clinique Blush Pop palette. It's like two blushes and a highlighter, although one of them is probably going to be a highlighter on me. This set here, so this is a blush, although I'd probably use this as a highlight, a soft highlight. Got a more golden highlight, which I could only probably use in the summer, to be honest. And then this one I use in the middle. This is Coral Pop. I use that just on my cheeks because it has a bit of an orangey tone again to tie in with the orange on the eyes. And then my highlight is very simple. I use my Double Gleam from MAC, this guy here, and I also popped that as my inner corner highlight as well because I forgot to put an inner corner highlight on, and this is what I was going to use anyway. And then for lips, again, nice and simple. I went in with my Stone lip pencil from MAC, which is like a grey brown, and the Stone lipstick to match just over the lip because I wanted neutral but still a bit grungy, but like cool tone to kind of not take away from what's going on the eyes. So that is everything that's on my face. That is our two looks using the gorgeous Haunted Pumpkin from Gimme Cosmetics. I can see myself dipping into this a lot because it's just such an interesting color story for Halloween. It's just very weird and grungy, but still gives all the Halloween vibes. Like pumpkins in a forest is the kind of vibe I get from this. And yeah, I'm very happy with how this look turned out. I'm very happy that we've now completed our first impressions and our two looks on palettes using this palette. I'm so excited. I know one of you guys were asking for this as well, but I'd already started filming when you commented, so here she is, there she is. This is all the looks using this palette, and I'm so excited, so happy with how this look turned out. I think this might be my favorite. So I want to know down in the comments below, what is your favorite look, whether it be this one, my first look, or my first impressions. Which one was your favorite? I think this one is my favorite. I just think this gives the essence of this palette completely. You can look at this look and kind of know which palette I used, and I'm just very happy with this. If you did like my video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. Don't forget to subscribe down below to see more Halloween stuff coming up. We are still in the midst of spooky season, so there is more spooky season to come. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below. I post all the up close eye pictures, full face pictures of all my looks, and I'm doing a bit of spooky content on my stories. And my TikTok is down below as well, where there's also some spooky extra content for you guys there. So I think that's everything for me, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.